Harming someone's race or specimens, whatever that basically actually is basically kind of like a insult basically on basically a insult on something that some people should really shouldn't do. It's kind of like saying like like when if another nation fires on another nation will just basically retaliate and will just basically declare war basically on another nation. The point I'm trying to say here, based on this anime of the elf sensei, that I would say, yeah, the elf's cat is S rank monster, episode 5 review. So I think the point what I'm trying to say here is basically is that what I saw from the ending of this episode that I definitely do think I really definitely do think that this is not really a good thing really at all. And I don't think that the Earth Dragon woman, I think that she based for her, I would say Stella, based that's her name. Stella's about to go berserk because what she saw was something that that like I said for her, I do believe that yeah, I definitely do think that she is basically gonna go berserk. And one thing I really want to say here is basically that when she sees her own kin is gone, basically dead, is no longer around anymore, and then you see like the corpse basically all the skin and stuff like that, it's all been taken down, and then you also have to show the skeleton of the Earth Dragon Oswald too, the Earth Dragon Oswald too. But I still would personally would say because that is one her kin means that that's what that's basically what they are. I don't know if she's the queen of her race or anything, or maybe she's the princess, or maybe really she is. But I think that she has every right to be very upset because, like I said before, because if you were to basically to attack another country, then that other country will defend itself and probably go after that other country to start a war. I know war is not a good thing. I know war is really is not. You see a lot of people suffering, don't have homes and stuff like that. People don't have barely any food or anything like that. I mean, war is pretty much is basically devastating. It really actually is. And I think the reason why basically I'm saying this because I feel like that Stella she's about to start a war with this guy because of what she saw right here. And I like I said before, she has every right to be very upset because what's going on. Like I said before, like when it comes to harming somebody else, like when it comes to children, like if you were to harm anyone's children, yeah, they're probably gonna come after, or they're probably gonna call the cops on you and say like, hey, this is what happened, that's what happened, stuff like that. I've seen these things, especially like that on based on YouTube. I'm not gonna really get into it really too much because I mean, usually families usually just like to hold a grudge because of basically what happened and based on other circumstances and based on other also well too. And sometimes people do like to forgive because they're showing an example of just being a Christian and stuff like that. And the reason why, like I said before, the reason why I'm saying this, like I said before, is just that Stella basically what she saw right there. I don't fault her because what she's gonna do, basically like I said, what she's gonna do because I don't fault her at all. This is not right because basically what's going on. It's not right because like the way how she feels and how she feels very extremely upset because of the situation that it's not just because she didn't want to be in the situation. It's not just that. It's basically because like when you do that when you do that kind of stuff, that's very disrespectful. And some people will probably just have this baseline on display or something like that, or just make money off it and stuff like that. I don't believe in really putting animals in cages, like going to the zoo and stuff like that. The reason why I don't like animals being in zoos and stuff like that, I kind of find it that it's not okay to think to do. But the point I'm trying to say here is that I don't think an animal should not have the right to basically to be in a cage and stuff like that. And because whatever habitats that they put through, it just doesn't seem like it looks right. I feel it's kind of intimidating for the animal. What I mean basically is that I think the animal should just get out and go do its own thing because it needs to be out in the wild, not into a lock of different cages or anything like that. And I don't mean to bring that up, but that's basically my opinion. That's basically what I definitely think because I think it's wrong, like paying for money and just go and see animals be locked up in the environment or the cages because it doesn't look like it doesn't look like if that's their environment. That's my opinion. That's basically what I definitely think. I think they should be left out going to the wild. Some people may think it is okay. Some people may not. I don't find it is okay or not because it doesn't like I'm saying like oh it doesn't really doesn't matter. But it's just making money off of these animals, off the animals in cages, is not right. I don't like that, and I really don't. And I think a lot of people needs to understand that. Some people do have the differences and stuff like that, but going to the zoo, it may seem like it's okay, but some people just don't understand the environment that they really actually have to need to basically go out there in the wild. So that's what it basically it feels to me. That's why I'm bringing this up because what's going on and because what this guy is really actually going to do. And the question is, what Stella is really actually going to do? I think Stella is pretty much is a hothead kind of person. I think that she really actually is. And basically, what I mean, what I mean is basically is that she has a really bad temper. And when you mess with somebody who has a really bad temper, you don't want to encounter somebody with that because you really don't, because you have no idea if the person will snap or just basically just just take your head off or just basically just take your head off. That's kind of like basically from other of those different things. Take as for instance the place with Naruto, like Naruto really cared about Hinata. Basically Hinata, we all thought that she was gonna die, and then like when Naruto got really mad, really extremely mad, that's when he began to fall into the darkness of the nine-tailed fox, fallen of the nine-tailed fox, which means that he almost got consumed by the nine-tailed fox. But you have to remember, Naruto does have a short temper, and he really does. But he doesn't want to see his friends being harmed and stuff like that. That's the reason why. That's the reason why I'm saying that because that's just how Naruto really actually is. Naruto sees things a lot more than many other people really actually have to see, and that's what basically I feel to me that Stella's not Naruto. Naruto's not Stella because they're basically totally different. But it's going to be very extremely hard for Stella to hold in the grudge that she sees and stuff like that. But like I said before, I don't blame her because the way that she is, or anything. But it just feels to me. But it just feels to me. I still think it's wrong because what that guy did. But the question is, did this guy do it on purpose or anything like that? But this guy is about to get a rude awakening. If I was this guy, I would basically just go hide somewhere and make sure that Stella doesn't find you. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm bringing up those points, and I just want people to really just basically understand. I don't mean to go into the other different things and stuff like that about with the zoo and stuff like that. And the reason why I like us, or the reason I'm just saying those things, is that's just what it basically that's basically what it feels to me and stuff like that. And I don't know what this guy is actually is going to do with the skeleton dragon. And like I said before, I will say I know I'm repeating myself. I do understand what Stella is going to do, but she is pretty much going to get really upset, and that's not a good thing. And it's going to be very hard to control somebody that especially a dragon. Dragons are pretty much big old beasts. I mean, so I don't know if they exist or not. I don't think they really actually do. And one thing I want to personally want to say here is basically that dragons cannot be tamed. They cannot be tamed. And because if people were to say that they can, I don't think it's that really basically it's impossible for them to basically do that. That's kind of like can they tame a lion? No, because it's impossible because that's an apex predator lion. They like to eat different animals. That's what they basically like to do. Just like a T-Rex. T-Rex is an apex predator also too. It will go after anything that is hungry for. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what they like or what they don't like. They will still go after you or go after something else so they can have their meal. That's basically what they're supposed to do. That's basically what they do. They have to eat. That's how they're basically supposed to be taught for, basically in life or wildlife or something like that. So I mean that's basically what feels sweet. So yeah. Um, so yeah, anyway, so that's it for this Henry Love reaction. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me? You guys disagree with me? I don't know if you guys do or not, but I definitely do think pretty much from a lot of different things I've seen here. So yeah. Anyway, since that's it, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, or give me a thumbs up, and please leave comments below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Please safe and remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.